Hi everyone, I'm Atlas, Chief Strategy Officer. Today I'm interviewing Sienna because she made a career decision that caught my attention. You're already an AI certified consultant. You help businesses understand and implement AI every day. So why go back to school for a master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology?
That's a great
That's
question. Most people think AI is primarily about technology. But after helping business owners implement I realized that the biggest challenge is usually not the software, it's the people. People are excited about AI, but they are also nervous. Employees wonder whether AI will replace them. Business owners worry about choosing the wrong tools, making expensive mistakes, or using AI irresponsibly. Leaders may understand that AI is important, but they do not always know how to introduce it without creating fear or resistance. That is where industrial and organizational psychology comes in. IO psychology focuses on people in the workplace. It examines leadership, motivation, communication, performance, workplace behavior, and organizational change. Those are exactly the areas businesses need to understand as they begin adopting AI.
that seems like an unexpected combination. So you're saying the technology itself is not the biggest obstacle?
The technology is often the easier part. Helping people embrace change, develop confidence, and trust the process is much harder.
Your class discussion this week focused on trust and role uncertainty. Why are those two issues so important when a business introduces AI?
When AI enters the workplace, employees are often asking two important questions. Will I still have a job? And can I trust this technology? Role uncertainty develops when employees do not know how their responsibilities, skills, or future opportunities may change. Trust becomes a concern when people question whether AI is accurate, fair, secure, or being used for the right reasons. When leaders ignore those concerns, resistance grows. Employees may avoid the tools, continue using old processes, or become anxious about their future. That is why leaders need to communicate clearly, provide hands on training, and involve employees in the transition.
That sounds closely connected to the work you already do with business owners.
This is directly connected to the work I already do. I am an AI certified consultant, and I help business owners understand how to use AI as a practical and responsible business asset.
You're also building a virtual event called the AI Digital Growth Summit. How does that event help business owners deal with fear and uncertainty around AI?
I am also building the AI Digital Growth Summit, a virtual event designed to help business owners move from fear and confusion to confidence and action. The goal is not to tell people that AI will solve everything. It is to help them understand where AI belongs in their business, how to use it responsibly, and how to keep human judgment and leadership at the center.
You've developed a framework called the 7 layers of AI. What exactly are the 7 layers?
One of the ways I explain that journey is through my 7 layers of AI framework. The 7 layers show that AI is not just one tool, it is a progression. Each level represents a more advanced way of using AI inside a business.
Okay, walk me through them. What happens at level 1?
Level 1 is the AI user. This is where most people begin. They open ChatGPT or another AI tool and start asking questions. They may use it to write an email, brainstorm ideas, create a social media post, or conduct basic research. At this stage, they are learning what AI can do.
So, level 1 is basically someone saying, I am just figuring this thing out.
Level 2 is AI productivity. Now AI begins saving time during daily work. It may help with morning planning, weekly priorities, meeting notes, research, email, or content creation. The business owner is still doing the work, but AI helps them do it faster and with more structure.
People often use the words productivity and automation as though they mean the same thing. What is the difference?
Level 3 is AI automation. Productivity helps someone complete a task faster. Automation allows the task to happen without the person manually completing every step. For example, when a lead fills out a form, the system may send an email, deliver a text message, create a task, update the CRM, and provide a calendar link. The process continues automatically.
Honestly, most business owners would probably stop at automation. What comes next?
Many people stop at automation because it already feels advanced, but that is where the next stage begins. Level 4 is AI employees. Instead of using one general AI tool for everything, the business creates specialized AI employees. Each AI employee needs a defined role, responsibilities, knowledge, instructions, workflows, and quality control standards. One may act as an executive assistant, another may support marketing, another may help with customer service or research. The goal is to build specialists instead of asking one chatbot to perform every function.
So you're no longer just building prompts, you're building an AI team? What happens when you have multiple AI employees?
Level 5 is AI departments. Once a business has multiple AI employees, those employees can be organized into departments. That may include marketing, sales, operations, customer success, and finance. At this point, the business owner no longer has a random collection of AI assistants. They are building an actual organizational structure.
And that leads into the AI growth operating system? What does that system actually include?
Level 6 is the AI growth operating system. This is where everything comes together in one system. The operating system can include the daily dashboard, projects, meetings, marketing, content, planning, templates, the knowledge base, AI employees, and departments. Instead of switching between disconnected tools, the business owner has one central place to manage how the company operates.
Then what is the final level?
Level 7 is the AI CEO. This level is not about adding more software. It is about leadership and identity. An AI CEO thinks differently, delegates differently, uses data differently, and makes decisions differently. Instead of asking, "What can AI do for me?" the CEO asks, "What work should only I be doing?" AI can support repetitive tasks, research, organization, analysis, and execution. The CEO remains responsible for vision, judgment, relationships, strategy, ethics, and major decisions.
That's interesting because the last level is not really about software. It is about how the business owner leads. When we started this conversation, I thought your AI consulting work and your degree in industrial and organizational psychology were two separate paths. Now I can see how closely connected they are. One helps a business implement the technology. The other helps people adapt to that technology successfully.
Exactly. That is why I chose industrial and organizational psychology. My AI consulting work and my education are not separate paths. They support the same mission. The future is not simply about creating smarter technology. It is about helping people and organizations use that technology responsibly, confidently, and effectively. That is the work I want to do. That is also why I am creating the AI Digital Growth Summit and teaching the 7 layers of AI. The goal is not to replace people. The goal is to help people lead better, work smarter, and build stronger businesses with AI.
That seems like a good place to end. Thanks for joining us for AI Coffee Talk with Cyan and Atlas. Keep following along because we have a lot more to share about the 7 layers of AI, responsible adoption, leadership, and the future of business.